Hello and welcome back to Second Take Movies, a podcast where we give movies a second look, second chance, second take, if you will. I am your host, Preston Jenkinson, and joining me as always is my co-host, Jake Twito.
Preston, what's up?
How you doing?
Oh, got gas apparently. I'm just burping on you here. Didn't know that was coming out. Doing good now. Sorry.
We are continuing our jaunt through the Spider-Verse with Spider-Man Far From Home. Almost said
Swinging
No Way Home.
into it. I just realized you haven't seen Across the Spider-Verse yet, have you?
I have not, no.
Okay.
I probably won't get to see it in theaters.
You want to be honest? You're not going to miss much in the theaters.
I figured.
It's awesome. It is so awesome.
I'm going to buy it when it comes out.
I want to tell you something that's not going to spoil it.
Okay.
But it kind of spoils it. Well, you already know there's another one coming out next year. Do you want me to continue talking or hold it?
I've heard it ends on like a cliffhanger.
Okay. Yeah, that's my only irk.
That's what a lot of people said.
It doesn't just end on a cliffhanger, Preston. It's flat out like da-da-da-da-da-da, coom, to be continued. I audibly, I gasped. I went, oh!
I've seen some thumbnails on YouTube that's spoiled one or two things, but
I'm gonna have to rewatch it. There, just like the Mario movie, there are so many little things that are just perfect. And it's amazing.
All I'll say is I've seen pictures of Donald Glover.
Yep.
Associated with this movie.
Yeah, he's in there somewhere.
So I can infer.
It's wild, man. I mean, like,
okay.
Yeah, they did good. But this movie, yeah, which
halfway decent compared to the
thing,
first two we've done this month, couple weeks. I don't know.
I mean, this is my favorite Spider-Man combo. You know, I think we talked about that's the best Spider-Man. You think for the Amazing Spider-Man?
Mm-hmm.
I think the combo of them that's here.
Yeah, but Andrew Garfield is still my favorite Peter Parker.
Yeah, sorry, I said it backwards.
Yeah.
It's because he's oh no, he's not. Oh man, I was gonna make an American comment, but he's not American.
Nope, he's the last two Spider-Men have been British.
Preston, on the count of three, USA chant. USA.
USA.
Hit me with the plot, boy.
The plot: following the events of Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man must step up to take on new threats in a world that has changed forever.
Here's my biggest problem with this movie. Sorry, I'm coming in hot here.
Okay.
Sony sucks.
Yeah.
Like, the story was going to be Spider-Man becomes Iron Man, and he leads. But because these crackers, though I don't know if they're all white, but all these rich people want to put some more money in them Sony pockies.
Yeah.
Man, y'all could have done so much. They really set it up in this movie and then just ripped it away.
And this was like right after... No, this was right before Sony and Marvel kind of had a disagreement about sharing Spider-Man.
Yeah, and coming out of that, it was like, oh, we're all good. We're going to do this. We all believe in it. And then this movie launched and they made a lot of money keeping it.
This movie made a bunch of money and Sony wanted more of it because Marvel had control over creative stuff and Sony distributed it. And Marvel also had merchandising rights, which is big.
Yeah, that probably made a lot more. But.
Disney's always going to get that from you.
Oh, yeah. Positive review?
Positive review. Mike Ryan from Uprocks says, Spider-Man Far From Home is a heck of a lot of fun, and I can't get over how great of a Mysterio movie this is.
Who's your favorite Spider-Man villain?
Probably Dr. Octavius. Doc Ock.
It's
Dr.
probably
Octopus.
close to me. It's definitely Kingpin for me.
I always consider him a
He's Daredevil.
Yeah. Even like, the best Daredevil comic, I can't even remember it now. That's bad.
I know what you're talking. You know what? I know what comic you're gonna say, but I can't remember it either. World needs to
Jesus,
know.
it's the name of the new series, Born Again. Jeez.
Oh,
But that was the name of a comic where,
you know what? I didn't even know that was the new series.
yeah, and in that, Kingpin destroys Matt Murdock's life. So that's really what, to me, Kingpin's always going to be a Daredevil villain. But anyway.
So, rumor mill, Spider-Man could be in that show. I call bullcrap.
Because Tom Holland's taking a break. He's like announced, like, I'm taking a break from acting, and Spider-Man 4 may or may not be happening. We'll see.
What a wuss. What a wuss.
Even though I think he's already signed a contract, but with the writer's strike, who knows?
Dude, I'm going to tell you, I'm not giving... whatever. This writer's strike is killing me.
Yeah.
It's like, crap.
The studios have already lost more money than what the Writers Guild is asking for. So
Stranger Things 5 is never coming out, and I will just go ahead and zip tie
you
my
know,
legs.
it's like Stranger Things was cool when it came out, but it's like,
oh, you shut your mouth, you whore. Shut your mouth. Shut your
mouth.
Like
I enjoyed the last season. Like
this
it was
podcast is done.
That's one of the best seasons. But
yeah.
If I'd never see another Stranger Things, I'm not going to be sad about it. You know. It's kind of one of those things. Like, I enjoy it, but it's not my favorite.
I guess my point, what's your favorite villain? I don't know anyone that says Mysterio is their favorite villain.
Yeah, no.
This is kind of like Sandman.
Yeah.
In our first of these, you know? And Mysterio is cool. Don't get me wrong, but he's the most, like, stupid character.
Inconsequential.
Like, Kraven's the coolest.
Yeah.
And Venom, like Venom Carnage, I don't know.
If
that's
Venom's
where I
done right,
Spider-Man
if Venom is done right, he's the best. But anyway, our negative review.
Negative review. The villain wasn't Venom.
David Ehrlich from IndieWire. Fans might be appeased by a successful bunt in a long summer of disgraceful strikeouts, but this is still a maddening failure when compared to the remarkable artistry of Into the Spider-Verse or the raw pathos of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2.
Okay. Wait. Into the Spider-Verse came out before this?
Mm-hmm. Came out in
I didn't realize it had been that long.
Came out in 2018. This came out in 2019. Tom Holland made 3 Spider-Man movies in like 5 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I get why he wants to take a break.
Yeah.
First of all, you made all your money.
Well, you know, the other thing is him taking a break. The rumor mill now is Garfield is going to have his own run. That
would be great. Give me the Amazing Spider-Man 3. That's all I want. Like, come in, do a swan song, and then leave.
No. Name it the Amazing Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man Doe. The Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, this. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I didn't realize that. Like, Enter the Spider-Verse that's one of my favorite Spider-Man series.
It's probably it's probably my favorite Spider-Man movie. We were talking about that the other week. I honestly forget about that, but yeah, it's my favorite Spider-Man movie.
Not even as a Spider-Man movie, but just a movie.
Yeah.
The thought, like, it blows my mind, Preston. I remember going to that, and Spider-Man always comes out around my birthday, July 3rd. Every Spider-Man movie comes out around there. Almost all of them. This one did. I remember seeing it for my birthday. But I saw it. I went to see Enter Spider-Verse, and I was like, man, did I drink too much before this? What is wrong with this movie? I'm uncomfortable. Then you find out, no, they edited the frames to make it that way.
They made it like 25 frames a second or something.
I mean, geez, man, who the heck thinks about it? And as he gets more courageous, you see him more clearly.
Mm-hmm.
God, yeah, man, I love. Anyways, so this movie, before I go down that rabbit hole, we crank up right away in Mexico, right? With my next wife and Nick Fury.
Robin from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
Nick Fury.
Yeah, Maria Hill, baby. Whoop, whoop. Um, what did I just do? Don't edit that out. Let everyone know I'm an idiot, dude. Woody woo! I hate myself. Jake Gyllenhaal steals a lot of this movie.
How? Okay. Before we even get started,
how did they do this?
Yes, exactly. How did they get? Other than money, like how did they get Jake Gyllenhaal?
I think he liked it. I think he got the script and was into. I don't get it though. This is not his thing.
Yeah, because he's one of those. He seems like one of those actors. Like, yeah, he'll take a paycheck, but he has to find some way into it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
because you could also say that about JB Smoove.
I mean, JB Smooth's like hilarious.
Oh, JB Smoove. You watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, any?
No, I hadn't seen that.
Boy, I'm gonna send you a clip after this, and you're gonna poop your pants. But laughter, not just for like diarrhea purposes. Yeah, I mean, right away, Jake Gyllenhaal steals this.
I
think the problem with this movie is Tom Holland's supposed to be the lead actor. Nick Fury and Jake Gyllenhaal and Happy. John Favreau steal all of it.
Oh yeah.
And
the way this was marketed, like I mean, maybe if you didn't know who Mysterio was, which I would argue a lot of the general public doesn't.
Yeah, that's my complaint. That's my complaint. You had a character where you know he's a villain. There's no questions. Dude pops up with the goldfish helmet, and I'm like, yeah, all right.
He looks like a villain with that helmet thing. Like,
granted,
ball of a helmet.
First time that I watched through, I went, oh, maybe they're retconning him a little bit. Maybe they're really trying to do this. No, it's exactly like I thought. Just
So yeah, if you knew who Mysterio was, you knew there was something coming.
Which that's my problem with this movie. If you're a big enough nerd, you're just looking for it.
You're sitting there waiting. Yeah.
Which is a great hook. It's a great not a hook, but
because I remember seeing the trailers and they had like the elemental monsters, and I was like, that's weird to have for a Spider-Man movie. Like, if that is the actual villains, quote unquote, that's a real weird threat for Spider-Man to be fighting.
I remember from my previous years of Disney work, the rumor spur they tried to do was it's a Sandman kind of thing. They're elementals. They're doing this. So they tried to spin it like that. It fell so flat, they dropped that immediately.
Yeah. But they meet Nick Fury and Maria Hill meet Mysterio in Mexico. That's the opening of the movie. And
you know what's wild, man? After that, you get what's happened on Earth after the blip.
Yep.
From a high school perspective, which, Preston, I don't understand a clue of what happened still. Some of these people aged 5 years. If you went into the blip, you didn't age, right?
Right. And you came back, and people that were younger than you are now older than you.
Yeah. Okay. We're good. Dude, I totally forgot. I forgot where this fell in, and I was like, "Oh shoot, Tony Stark's dead." Oh yeah, that's the whole movie.
Yeah, because when the trailers were coming out, like Endgame was still in theaters, and they had Tom Holland at the beginning of. No, it wasn't in theaters. It had just left, but like it was still fresh on everybody's. You know, a lot of people hadn't seen it yet, basically, and they had him in one of the first trailers being like, "Hey, just don't. There's big spoilers ahead." Because the movie deals with Iron Man's death, so
yeah,
that's one of the themes of it. Is like Iron Man's dead. What are you going to do now?
I think that's still. I don't think the Marvel world will ever surpass the Tony Stark.
No, he'll come back as like some AI or like a hologram or something, or an alternate version of himself in Secret Wars. If it ever gets made.
I did love, so you get that whole thing, you figure out they're going to Europe for a couple weeks, and then you get Spider-Man doing a charity event for the Salvation Army.
in my probably my least favorite Spider-Man suit.
Yeah, I hate that thing, dude. I hate it. It's overpowered.
Which is kind of the point. It's like why he doesn't use it anymore.
I don't know. I want to see the next one because I want to see, like, screw all this big stuff. I want to see the neighborhood Spider-Man. I want to just give me that, man. It's cool.
Which at the end of No Way Home, it looks like what we are getting.
I rewatched that scene today on YouTube at the end of that. That's the most depressing thing in the world. Not really, but
where he tells.
Well, he goes into, like, he wipes himself out pretty much.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Spoilers ahead. That whole thing, but I tell you what, that whole I'm doing the charity event.
Yeah.
So ridiculous, but the best part in the world is Happy effing Hogan. Banging Marissa Tomei. Hottest Aunt May ever. I'm a creep. Call it.
Yeah, well, before this, she had already been like an 80-year-old woman. Like, why? Why does she need to be old?
Yeah, man, this movie's great. It's entertainable for so many different ways. Hot Ants and...
Hot Ant and...
Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau. So, Jon Favreau is... Happy Hogan, I actually know the character's name, is dropping off a check from Pepper Potts and Stark Industries because apparently, she's CEO. She's been CEO for a while.
Yeah, she's been selling them vagina candles too.
Yeah. Ugh. It's the smell of my vagina.
He tells him Nick Fury's going to call you, and he blocks it.
He sends it to voicemail, and it's like, oh, that's the spy of spies. He can find you, right?
I absolutely love the next bits of this movie of just Peter Parker and his classmates, his teachers, J.B. Smoove, Martin Starr. It's perfection, man. It's like
a great duo of comedic actors.
Gosh, give me that movie. I don't even care if Spider-Man's in it. Just give me these two screwing off. And
as a man of science, it's witches.
Dude, that is freaking good. That is really good. I want you to say this. You gotta. Never mind. I'll send you the clip.
You gotta stop taking pictures of people in the bathroom.
Step up in that butthole, walk in there, spray paint, I was here, and leave a Snickers wrapper on the floor. Let them know that butthole's been interrupted. A curb joke. You'll get it. I'll send it to you. You'll get it. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to tell you this as a teacher. You got to stop following people in the bathroom taking pictures. No pictures in the bathrooms. Urinals or stalls.
Yeah, that's freaking good, man. You got that last second draw perfect on that.
You got to get the lisp in there a little bit,
I can't do it.
So, he goes on a class trip to Europe, and his big plan as a teenager is to sit next to the girl that he likes.
Yeah, but some muscle dude buffs him out, bro.
Some guy that had not been blipped and grew up.
I loved that whole airplane scene of Ned goes like, hey, someone's got perfume on. Peter has an allergic thing. Martin Starr stands up. He's like, perfume reaction. It's a big deal. He's coming with me.
You're going to sit with me. Mary Jane, you sit here. And Ned, you sit there.
Yeah, Ned gets a girlfriend.
Yeah. Which that whole thing was kind of dumb.
If I have a negative thing, that's it.
Yeah.
They made
those two actors played it pretty great. Like they were funny. Good. But it's like, what's the point of this? Like, I know it's a funny joke, and it's like an ongoing gag through the whole thing, but it's like, eh.
Yeah, nerd me, those like, where's the Hobgoblin? I don't care.
Hobgoblin?
Give me the Hobgoblin.
Yeah, Ned's supposed to be the Hobgoblin. I don't think he's going to be the Hobgoblin.
No way they're going to do it.
After they've spent 3 movies endearing him to us, where he's never going to be Hobgoblin.
They don't have the balls to do it.
It was kind of referenced in No Way Home, where he's like, I promise never to be a murdering psychopath and try to kill you or whatever. But
if they got guts, they're going to do it, man.
They won't.
Yeah, they don't have guts. Disney, you suck. Close us down. pretty quickly they get to Italy. They got that sketchy hotel, which also I loved. I'm like, yeah, I'd stay here. It's cool.
I wouldn't.
But
I
no
wouldn't
way,
stay
I'd
in a.
get
I would not go to a city that's full of water. But you know.
All right, let me tell you something sketchy. Okay, I went to a hotel once,
Uh-huh.
and it was a luxury hotel in Charleston.
Yeah.
God, I really hope if someone's listening to this has been there, I'll apologize.
Well, you don't have
So
to
it's
name
like-
the place.
No, yeah, it's in Charleston. I went to a wedding, and it was awesome. Great wedding. One of my best friends. I'm so happy I went. Preston, you walk in, it's like a cabin kind of deal, modern thing, and there's a bathtub that is like a small pool, and it just goes down.
That's pretty cool.
And everything smells like death in this place.
Oh.
I don't know the point I'm trying to make. I was thinking of sketchy places to stay, and that was one of them. I did not sleep. I thought someone was going to break in and rape me the whole time.
Well, nobody does this to anyone on this trip.
Yeah, there's no rape here.
They're visiting Italy, and he's buying this Black Dahlia necklace for MJ because he's going to tell her he likes her when they get to Paris and blah, 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 blah. And then one of the elementals shows up.
Is that the water? That's the water one, right?
Hydro Man.
Yeah, it's got to be.
And his
Venice.
origin was even referenced by Flash Thompson when he's reading that article. I was like, I wish it was the actual Hydro Man.
Thompson. God, man.
This is my favorite Flash Thompson. Like he's
It
funny.
is. It is so good. I just want them to do something with it, though. I feel like they haven't yet.
I think something's like, especially at like, I think something's coming.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The whole, like, I love Spider-Man, I hate Peter Parker is the great, I mean, like, such a stupid joke, but it's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he meets Mysterio here.
He's like, I'm sticky and I can do stuff and I'm strong.
I can help. I'm a little boy.
No, classmates, it's not me in the same outfit with a jester mask on. It's not me at all.
How dumb. Yeah.
So they fight this thing, and then Mysterio flies away, and then everyone's trying to figure out who he is on the news, and they come up with the name Mysterio, and then later on, Sam Jackson as Nick Fury, a.k.a. Talos as well, after an end credit scene that we see, visits Peter Parker. Shoots him in the neck and visits Peter Parker and says, you need to come with me because I've been looking for you and I need you to help out.
Yep. Perfect.
And hands him glasses that control a military-grade satellite that deploys drones and missiles and gives that to a 15-year-old.
So, okay, sorry, not this movie, but Marvel. I'm assuming we're going to figure out where Nick Fury's been in Secret Invasion, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, I was trying to think, has he come back yet? And no,
I think he's coming back in Secret Invasion is when he's actually going to be back.
Okay. Yeah.
Because the end credit scene of this movie, he's on a ship with a bunch of what are they called? Skrulls. The Skrulls.
Yeah. Skrulls.
He's on a ship with a bunch of Skrulls. He's been out in Skrull space with the Skrulls, probably running Sword or helping with Sword that was introduced in WandaVision and never went anywhere else with that.
Yeah. Never mind. That's for another podcast. But
Yeah. Anyway.
yeah.
Tells him...
So he's giving these magic glasses for Edith.
Yeah.
Which, such a dope acronym. I mean, like...
Even dead,
money.
I'm the hero. Yeah. He would... And that's perfectly named, like... Tony Stark would name something that.
Yep. It was perfect. And
but he gives it to a 15-year-old.
Of him getting the glasses and accidentally almost killing someone.
Like, even if you trust this kid, he's still 15 years old. You're going to give that to a 15-year-old?
Yeah, and you didn't give it a manual. You didn't that. That seemed wild.
You didn't give it to, like, Bucky or Falcon or...
No, because one of them would probably just give it to some other white guy.
Bruce Banner.
I can't remember his name. That's why I said white guy. Whoever Captain America 2 is.
Captain America. It's Kurt Russell's son.
It's Kurt Russell's son?
That was in the Captain America TV series that played evil Captain America. Wyatt Russell. He's a good actor.
Well, this has been the podcast.
This has been our weekly segment of Jake learned something new.
Oh, jeez.
What was it you learned the other week?
I didn't know. Obi. Well, first off, the kid from Andy
Opie.
Griffith. Yeah, and then
Ron Howard. You didn't know that Bryce
Ron
Dallas
Howard's daughter. Ron Howard's daughter was the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, get the glasses. You get the most awkward thing of some chick trying to blow Peter Parker in the bathroom or something.
Well, first, Jake Gyllenhaal explains the concept of the multiverse.
Is this the first? Well, apart from the, I don't know. I thought about this. I mean, like I know Endgame goes multiverse, kinda.
More alternate
time travel.
Yeah, it's time travel more than anything.
So this is the first real Marvel multiverse, right?
But it opened up the concept of multiverse, like of creating a multiverse.
Yeah, which I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, I'm tired of it.
Yeah. If you're gonna do it right. You know?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he's from another world.
And he claims now this is all made up. Like this is 616 and 838 and all that. And Elementals destroyed his world and now he's here to help us save our world because they took away his world. So they plan to meet in Prague.
Yeah, so Peter was not going to be a part of this, and Nick Fury forces them to go to Prague instead, because that's where the next event's going to occur.
That's right, yeah, because Peter Parker just wants to be on his class trip. And
good for him.
Yeah. He's Spider-Man also. How's he going to help? I mean, he's strong, and he can web, but that's about it.
They get to Prague. They're in a luxury hotel. They've now gotten tickets to the opera.
Mm-hmm.
Because Peter needs a way to distract his classmates, get them in some spot so they don't get hurt.
So that's the thing. This AI apparently has access to money as well.
This doesn't exist, man.
It can create a scenario where it buys opera tickets and gives it to Peter's class because he just asks it to. I mean, I know this is like a Marvel movie, and
no, dude, Edith has a PayPal account. She's got a big old one too.
Did Tony Stark fill it with a bunch of money before he died? I mean,
yeah, he put some crypto in that mug.
He would buy crypto. He'd buy crypto.
Oh, he did. Yeah, definitely.
He'd do exactly what Elon did: is pump it and dump it.
Dude, that's what I do every morning. For everyone not aware, that's a bowel movement joke that I do. So okay,
a bowel movement. So he leaves the opera and goes to fight with Mysterio, and he seemingly beat the last lava monster, and that one's supposed to be the last one. And he thanks Nick Fury, but a little piece of something flew off of somewhere and into an alley that MJ picks up.
Yeah, MJ just happened to be looking out for it.
Mm-hmm. And she still doesn't know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. But
yeah, but I do enjoy the next little bit. Like, he goes back, everything's all good, and MJ's like, they want to go for a walk. I don't remember how that all works, but it was nice. Like,
he just like asks her to, like, because they're about to leave for the airport because the lava monster and has like all these monsters just
want to end yet. So he's going to go walk around and invite her.
Yeah, he invites her to go walk across the bridge.
But then you get hey, I need to tell you something. and she says, "You're Spider-Man," and he's like, "No," and then immediately folds.
She pulls that thing out and is like, "I found this thing," and he's like, "Okay, I am Spider-Man, and I messed up."
Yeah,
because after the fight with the lava monster, he gives control of Edith to Mysterio, who turns out to be. I kind of like the angle. He's a former Stark employee who created the barf technology from Captain America: Civil War, and that's what's being used to create these projections. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, and I did like he gives it to him in the barf presentation that we've already seen once.
And he's just added into that scene.
And he's added into it, but he's manipulated it to be what he thinks is what it was.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different thing. Like there's laughter and stuff. It's like, oh, this nerd got offended and imagined all this.
Yeah.
I do want to tell you really quick. Matt Smith, Andrew Scott, and Colin Farrell all could have been Mysterio.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell, I don't think I could have seen it. Andrew Scott, heck yeah. That guy is he's Moriarty and the Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock.
Oh yeah, he was the bad guy in Skyfall.
Yes. And then Matt Smith is
Matt Smith. He was going to play a younger version of the Emperor.
Doctor Who. There we go.
He was going to be a younger version of the Emperor in Rise of Skywalker.
I could see that. He's got that weird bubble thing going on here.
But the less said about that movie, the better.
Yes. Yes, indeedo, buddy. So I guess the next thing is like Peter Parker hops on a train to Berlin because that's where
he's going to warn Nick Fury because he thinks that Beck can track and has tracked the projector to Peter and MJ, and he's like, he's probably got my phone bug, so I need to go and tell Nick Fury.
Holy crap, dude! Him getting to Berlin, that makes that whole sequence is rad. It is crazy. I mean, like, whoa! It kind of lines up straight with Doctor Strange. The next,
like the illusions they do and everything.
Done. It is done so well.
Yeah, I think all these Spider-Mans have had a scene like that.
Yeah.
The first one, I don't know what happened in that first movie, but there was like a scene like that where it was like weird and trippy a little bit.
Yeah, that was phenomenal.
I can't remember. Yeah, but this one is like he traps him in a snow globe and makes him think that he's Nick Fury, and eventually through that whole thing is just pushes him onto a train track and he gets hit by a train.
He goes bye-bye.
And he ends up in the Netherlands.
Where you get, I guess he calls Happy at that point, right?
Yeah, he calls Happy and says...
Happy comes and destroys a huge tulip field in the Netherlands. And Ted Lasso's watching the whole time. Jamie taunt, do-do-do-do-do, and Roy Kent.
It's poopy.
I'm Roy Kent.
If I don't get silence, I'm going to start punching dicks.
That's one of my favorite lines, dude. I said that the other day at work, and no one said anything for a while, and it was like, all right, I messed up. Okay.
Whistle!
Whistle!
I don't like the way it feels on my lips.
So, Happy gets them.
Yes.
Yeah, Happy gets them, and it's the only problem I got with these. They have a formula. Marvel movies do kind of like they go downhill, they have an event, they get brought up again, and then they go do the thing.
Yeah,
but I don't mind it. It's formulaic. It's cool. It works. But like Happy goes, builds a new suit, which is a rad suit. I really loved it. It was great.
Which a lot of people have always complained. That's the big complaint about these movies is that he gets a suit from Iron Man, and he never builds it. How's a broke ass 15-year-old gonna make a Spider-Man suit that you see in the movie?
that's my biggest complaint of the actual series is like Peter. I mean, like, dude, I can sew. I'm not gonna lie, it's cool.
Yeah, but he's not gonna create the Spider-Man suit that we know just by himself.
Way. No freaking way.
Like he needs help. Like he'd still be in pajamas or like a hoodie and pajamas
and goggles.
Yeah. But yes, he does use Stark equipment. Oh, God forbid, to build a new suit that looks awesome.
Which I'd say like the comic crap, certain comic crap.
Yeah.
The only thing Spider-Man really builds is his web shooters. Everything else is not. Which I love in this series and the one before, they don't really focus on he made web shooters. I mean, they do. The last one they do of magnetically doing, but like it's never a thing.
Even when he was introduced in Civil War, like, yeah, Spider-Man makes his web shooters, and it's not explained. We just accept it and we move on because.
Yeah. Well, the whole time I thought it was a Peter Parker situation. Wow. The first movie situation where they're natural.
No, Spider-Man makes his own web shooters. That would be weird for webs to come out of his wrist.
Or his butt. It's just Spider-Man that does that. You know it.
Yeah.
So they go... Beck routes his classmates through Berlin.
Yep.
Right?
No,
yeah. They go to
Britain.
Paris. London. Yeah, that other English-speaking country. Yeah, we killed you guys. Redcoats, bunch of jerks.
We kind of fought
up your butt.
A war almost 300 years ago for independence,
Yeah, I'm just going to let you know who won. It's us.
Yeah, we're bigger now.
Yeah, tea and crumpets. We eat steak and burgers. That whole the whole fight scene from here is wild. But the best, honestly, one of my favorite things is Maria Hill going up to the roof with a rocket launcher.
I love Nick Fury's line when like Mysterio is getting lines from his writer down on the thing. He's like, he turned. Nah, that's just some bullshit.
They do such a good job of like empowering the villain, and then all of a sudden realize like, oh, he's just a big loser.
Yeah, like Nick Fury, like even Talos says Nick Fury is like, man, this bullshit.
Oh no.
He's like, you got me, and she like shoots the invisible thing.
I'll say like the fight scene of Peter versus the drones. I mean, it's fun.
Yeah, but Mysterio as a villain is no threat by himself.
No, which is great. Like you said, he's got the motion capture suit.
Yeah.
He's just a little puppet master. So as soon as he goes with him, and I love that Spider-Man, his abilities have, climbed up. He's got better sensations. Like when he's talking to him and realizes, no, the real guy's behind me. This is a drone.
His spider sense is better.
It's Toby. Well, not Toby. Tobey Maguire in one of those other movies. Peter tingles.
Mm-hmm. And people always complain like there's no visual representation of his spider sense, like from the first movie. And I was like, him noticing something. Why do we have to have a visual? Like,
yeah, and in
him just like that's all you need. We don't need this whole. Which the kind that's one of the themes of this movie is like him improving his spider sense, basically.
Yeah, I love there's no thing. Like when in is it Endgame Part 1?
In Infinity War, there's like his hairs stand up real quick on his arm. That's all you need.
Yep. Great. Love it. Love it. Don't do more. No weird like flashes or anything else.
Yeah. Now they did add something in No Way Home where like when he's astral projected out of his body, there's like little wavy lines coming off of his head. But
yeah,
just fun little nod. That's all you need.
He beats up Mysterio, or Mysterio dies, right?
Because he gets shot by one of his drones.
But he gets his cronies to get the data from one of the drones where he recorded something, which I hate the ending of this. I'm not gonna lie.
Which
it's
ending?
great, great. Like exposing who.
Oh
Spider-Man
yeah.
That being said, Jonah Jameson as
when I saw that in the theater, I was like, "There's no way." There's no way.
What's that cat's name?
J.K. Simmons?
No, the guy in our world, Preston.
Oh.
Alex Jones. Him being Alex Jones.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
I'd ever watch. I was like, oh god, this is
perfect.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And which he doesn't get a lot to do in the third movie, but
yeah, I thought they wasted a little bit. But
yeah, it's like if you got J.K. Simmons, use J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, so this thing ends. Him and MJ in a relationship. JJ Jameson exposes them.
Curtails right into No Way Home. That's the very beginning of No Way Home. Picks up right there.
I really did appreciate there's no gap. There's no question of how long has it been. It's immediate. Yeah. But then you do get, like you've said the whole time, the Skrulls, Talos, and Soren deal.
Yes.
Soren is Hill.
Is his wife. Yeah.
It's kind of funny that, when was this? You already said it, 2019?
Yep.
So 4 years to take the payoff for that?
Yeah.
That's fair, actually. Never mind.
We're finally kind of getting a payoff. I assume we're getting a payoff for that in Secret Invasion.
Yeah. How? Yeah.
Which I'm excited to see. Like, it looks really good.
Yeah, I am actually. That's in July or August?
No, it's next week.
Oh, no. Ahsoka is.
Ahsoka's in August.
Yes.
And then Loki season 2 is not until like October.
John Watts making Skeleton Crew, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Jude Law was in this.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be good.
The guys that made Everything Everywhere All at Once are directing an episode.
Man, that's the best. That movie. This movie, though, I give it like an 8.2.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not the best of this trilogy. That, of course, belongs to No Way Home.
Yeah.
Where it brings...
You know what? It does, but Homecoming, like, I don't know, just a Spider-Man nerd, Homecoming was special because it was just all of a sudden like, oh, this is how this should be.
It's like a good Spider-Man story in New York where it's... I mean, he is part of the MCU, and Iron Man is in it, but it's him at home on his level.
I just think there's hope that the whole Sony Marvel stuff would work out at that point, which is never going to.
Well, I mean, that didn't come up until before No Way Home started shooting.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tom Holland made 3 Spider-Man movies in 5 years.
And a garbage movie called Uncharted.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, he did that after No Way Home.
Episode. Go ahead and dig it up.
No, we never made
You want to kill yourself.
We never made an Uncharted episode.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't. We did not cover Uncharted on this.
Oh my gosh, then why did I watch it?
I watched it too.
oh my god. Hold on, Preston. Hold on now.
It showed up on Netflix and I watched it, but because I was morbidly curious, but
I am really losing my mind. I thought we'd...
No, we didn't.
I'm sure we didn't. I'm sure I'm just a moron.
I mean, we can, but...
No, we didn't, dude. You're right. Why did I watch that movie then? Preston, I flat out just assumed, like, I knew it was going to be bad and I watched it for this. No, I just watched it for some reason.
Well, same reason we watched Black Adam. It was like...
All right, good point.
God, what a Ooh, what a stink. And Shazam too, like, ugh.
Bunch of babies. They all
Like
suck.
the first Shazam is really good.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened in that second movie, but man.
I don't know, but I sent you the golden picture the other day of The Rock hitting rock bottom.
Oh yeah.
Freaking
Let's
loser.
see. Black Adam failed. The Rock got Young Rock got canceled.
At least he's coming out in that children's movie.
What, Fast X?
Momoa? No, what is it? The Disney thing.
Oh, did you hear that the next Hobbs, like it's not a Hobbs and Shaw movie, it's just Hobbs, is coming out between Fast X Part 1 and Fast X Part 2?
Yep. I am about 90% sure that's true.
So that means he has to shoot it this year, which is not happening with the writer's strike.
Nope.
So it's not coming out at least, unless they can turn it around real quick, 2025.
The thing I heard is they're going to shoot it in improv as much as they can.
Ugh.
Exactly. Freaking exactly.
I hate that.
Yeah.
It just, the XFL lost a bunch of money, which
That was the other thing he lost. Yeah.
everybody spring leagues just they don't work with football for some reason. I don't know why, but
No.
because you're not going to bring it into the fall and try to compete with NFL. That's just never happening.
Ain't no way.
But anyway, we move on to what you watching.
Still playing Zelda. It's going to be
Yeah.
an answer for the next year. But I watched, I don't know if you listen to the podcast Smartless. Any? Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, and Sean Anners, the guy from Will and Grace.
Mm-hmm.
They have an HBO documentary of them doing their live shows. 5 episodes, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's delightful. It is just
Okay.
it is so good. Yeah. They're such likable people. I don't know. It's fun catching the back stage and crowd. I don't know. It was so good. I was blown away. That's really it, man. I mean, everything else is standard stuff. Just random garbage, and that's about it. How about you?
I am currently reading a book called Prince of Thieves, which was what the movie The Town was based off of.
So I was about to ask. I was looking it up. So I was like, I think that's what The Town was.
Mm-hmm. Been listening to that. I downloaded Payday 2 for free off of Epic Games.
It's fun.
I played it when it first came out, and I was like, I hate this. What?
It's fun for free.
So like for free when it was showed up free on Epic Games, I was like, let's give this another try and see. Because I didn't understand that it was like a plan everything out. When I first bought it, I was like, I didn't know it was like a plan everything out. And
yep, I worked at
this
GameStop when that came out still, and people were so mad. They thought it was going to be Call of Duty.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, yeah, no, that's not how this game is, guys. You got to think a little bit. Yeah. Hey, PSA, don't ever work for GameStop. They suck.
yeah. I haven't been in a GameStop in 7 years. So
Good times though. I goofed off hard.
well, yeah, you can do that at that store.
What's that?
I said you can do that at a job like that.
Oh god, yeah. I kind of like as an adult, those jobs where I'm like, I hated doing this. I'm like, oh, I had it made, dude. I got paid garbage, but I graffitied the back room up. Just yeah.
All those stores stink too. They all smell the same. They stink, and I don't like it.
I know why they stink. It's because people sell games and or consoles back, and there's so many bugs and like human cheese curds inside of these things. Oh, dude, we don't need to go there. But next week, losers.
The Losers,
The Losers,
starring a
you texted
bunch
me
of
and I
people
was
that.
like,
bunch of people that weren't famous yet.
Yeah. Well, you text me that, and I was like, Preston, we've already watched this. It's Smoking Aces I'm thinking about.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
No, it was on the list that we did. We just hadn't done it yet.
Yep, and I hadn't seen it in so long. I'm excited, man.
We went through a lot on this list, surprisingly.
Yeah, we probably need to update that thing.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it for this week. Like I said, huh?
Suggestions, comments, cuss words. Send it to us. Send us pictures of your arm bent like a butt.
You can, if you have a suggestion for a movie that we should talk about, you can send that to secondtakemoviespod@gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram @secondtakemovies. You can subscribe to the YouTube and anywhere else you listen to podcasts. And you can also leave reviews and comments wherever you want to on those different things. So for Jake, I will say we'll see you next week with The Losers.